Hi, John. Hi, Rose. I'm glad you liked that first little instructional video on mental visualization. And Rosie asked me, well, Nanu, what about mental visualization as applies to scholastics? Are there any techniques that you could suggest that uh, will help you with my academics at school at Berwick Academy? So the answer is yes. Of course there are. There are a lot of them. And by the way, on the third video, I'm going to teach you guys how to read and retain and also to write. Okay, but that's for another video. Okay, there are two major things I could suggest to you. Okay, use the uh, use the old Chinese method of the yin and the yang. Okay, you use the negative and turn it into a positive. Okay, and when my law students, for example, used to show me their letter that said, "We regret to inform you that you did not pass the bar exam," or "We regret to inform you that you've been rejected to go to Dartmouth or Harvard." Okay? When they would show me those letters, they would be destroyed. And basically, they would say, I'm a loser, this and that. Well, first of all, no one's a loser under the eyes of the Lord. We're all children of the Lord, but that's got nothing to do with it. But I would suggest to them that at nighttime, when they're studying for the big exam, take that letter and put it right in front of where you study that says, We regret to inform you. Open that up, carry it around with you. Make it be what they call a hair vest. You know what a hair vest is? A hair vest is something that there's a fly going on over here. All right, a hair vest is something that the priest used to put on to remind them that they were sinners. Okay, so that letter would be a hair vest. Carry it around with you. And at nighttime, when you're exhausted and you're going to sleep and this and that, glance at that letter or that mark. Maybe you got a bad mark in the subject. Boy, I'll tell you, if that doesn't motivate you, nothing else will, okay? And then finally, right before the examination, that big exam that you have and that you're kind of fearful about, take that paper that you got, whether it's a report card or a copy of a report card, and right before the examination, read it one more time and say to yourself, kiss my ass. It ain't gonna happen to me. Rip it up, throw it away, and go in and conquer that examination. Okay? See, that's the other thing about mental visualization that's really awesome, is that your mind tell influences your entire body. You know, I grew up in the city of Lawrence, Massachusetts. I'm sure your mom told you where I grew up, a real tough area of town. And when I was Johnny's age, up to from about say 10 to maybe 16, I wasn't a very nice boy. I was kind of wild. And I used to hang around with guys that were kind of wild, okay? And we used to get into a lot of fights. I mean, a lot of fights, okay? So my gang, so to speak, would be walking down the street, and the other gang of boys from the next block would be walking down to their thing. And I don't know if it's a guy thing or what, but we would know coming within 6 feet of each other that if we got into a fight, who was going to win. Okay? We kind of knew it. I don't know if it was telepathy or what it was, but, and if I felt that I was going to get beat up in that fight, chances are I would get beat up. On the other side of the story, if I thought I was going to win that fight, chances are I'm going to win that fight. So I guess the moral of the story here is take no prisoners on these tests. You have to go in there, you have to be aggressive, okay? Look forward to it. Don't fear the test. Be aggressive about it, and that's one of the major keys. Now, for my all star visualization, this one's going to take you a while to develop. Some people take months to work on this, different components of it. And I originally used it to help my law school students prepare for the bar examination, if you can believe that. because they were so stressed out they couldn't sleep. They were getting sick. Their hair was falling out. Their teeth was falling out. They were walking around naked. I'm only kidding about the naked, but it was they were just stressed out. So I had to come up with a mental visualization, and I'm going to give you the visualization yourself. Except I'm going to apply it to Johnny and Rose. Okay, here it goes. I want you to imagine graduation day at Berwick Academy. Rose, I want you to imagine your graduation day. And John, of course, yours will be later, but I want you to imagine your graduation day. Okay? That means you're going to be seniors. That means you've already been accepted to a college. So that's like one thing to think about. Wow, I'm leaving Berwick. But now there's a big day coming. So the first thing I want you to visualize is, what are you going to wear that day to your own graduation? Kind of work on your outfit. Oh, I'm going to wear this top, and I'm going to go buy that, and by that time I'm gonna be 3 inches taller, or I'm gonna be that's for John. For Rose, you're perfect the way you are, sweetheart. Good things. The atom is it comes in a small package, by the way. Just want you to know that. Uh, but visualize the clothes that you're gonna wear. Okay. Visualize then you go driving to Berwick with your mom and dad. You're all excited. This is a big day. Graduation day is a huge day, okay? You put on the cap and the gown. You kiss your mom goodbye and you kiss your dad goodbye because they have to go sit with all the people in the stands. And then you're with your friends. Visualize that. Oh, there's that friend. There's that friend. There's David. There's John. There's Mary. There's Peter. Okay, whoever your pals are, you're hugging them, high-fiving them, you're making it. This is your big day. 4 years of sweat and blood, tough academics at Berwick, and now you're about ready to get your diploma to move on to the next chapter of your life, okay? And you see all your friends. And in comes the director of the school, in comes the board of trustees, and right behind them are you guys marching 2 by 2 with that famous Pomp and Circumstance song going in the background. That's a graduation song. La la da 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 da. La da 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 da. You know that song? And visualize yourself walking down and then finding your seat, sitting down, and then the director gets up or the principal gets up and he gives a speech. You're bored, of course. You can't wait for this thing now. Can't wait to get that diploma. And then your friend who's the valedictorian, or maybe you're the valedictorian, gets up and gives her speech. It's a wonderful speech, very inspirational. And then finally, the moment arrives. Okay? When everybody stands up, and one by one, their names are called as they go up, they approach the stage, they climb up the stairs, they walk and they shake hands with this person that you don't know and that person you don't know. And finally, the principal gives you the diploma and you walk off and you're smiling. Yes, right? Here's what I want you to think about. When you're having it tough academically, when you're doing lousy on a particular subject, when a test has you beat, here's what I want you to think about, guys. Think about the look of pride that your mother and your father are going to have as they look at you receiving your diploma. Because you know why? They've been with you every step of the way. From when you were a baby. Nobody has supported you more than mom and dad. And this is their day too, except they're stifling their pride for you. So don't use yourself as motivation. Try to imagine the look of pride on your mom and your dad. It'll work. Now, I've trained over 8,000 lawyers. That means I've had 8,000 students listen to this type of a lecture. Of course, I changed the circumstances a little bit. And years afterwards, I still get emails and letters from lawyers thanking me because that visualization is in their head. So now, I hope it's in your head too. Love you very much. Namaste. Talk to you about another subject at another time. Ciao.